Alright, just got done making a reaction to the Jimmy Butler trade, and I said in it, there's been several other noteworthy trades that have happened today, and I'm going to discuss at least 3 of them because they're noteworthy and mainly feature former All-Stars. So the first one I want to talk about does not feature a former All-Star, but it's a bit confusing, but not really. Kings are adding Jonas Valanciunas to the team. I don't hate it that much because I've always thought that they need a backup center and center upgrade, even though Sabonis plays center. I don't really see those two playing together at the same time. I also don't really know, Jonas Valanciunas is one of the most fascinating players in the league because I thought he would be a big deal and a big signing in free agency just for him to literally go to the Wizards. And then he should have, the moment he was tradable, everybody's like, okay, what teams are he going to go to? And there's so many teams that he could have went to just for him to go to the Kings, where, again, I imagine he's going to be backup. And hell, he's a freaking backup at Washington. So fascinating. I don't know. There must be something there that I don't understand. But I don't hate it that much for the Kings. A lot of people are like, why are they doing it? I don't know. Again, I'm still at the standpoint they probably should trade Malik Monk because he probably has a lot of value. And I don't really like his fit as a point guard because I feel he serves better as a shooting guard and that they should get a point guard. Still got time for that. They could have got Malcolm Brogdon. Granted, I wouldn't have traded Malik Monk for Malcolm Brogdon, but Brogdon's at least a proper point guard. And they're just putting together they would have been putting together former teammates. Brogdon, Sabonis, Levine, DeRozan. It's interesting. Just a very, it's a good head-scratching thinking trade. Now, we're cooking up and getting some bigger deals done. And this one happened very, very early, and I probably should have already made a video discussing it, but I didn't. Khris Middleton, Bucks legend, and I think that's very well deserved and said because he helped them win a championship. Also got sent to Washington. I just realized that Washington made 2 deals, and they got rid of Kyle Kuzma. Now, the main takeaway that I have for this is that Kuzma is younger than Middleton. Because he's been at Washington, in his early Washington career, he was doing very well. Lately, it's just been, you haven't heard anything, and that's not a good thing. If he was balling, you'd be hearing stuff about it. So he's finally moving on from Washington. Probably should have had that happen a long time ago. For the Bucks, Middleton just has not been able to stay healthy. I definitely feel bad for him because he's a Bucks legend, and they're like, we're going to send you to the literal worst team in the league. The Lakers are trading. This is live. For Tom Lord. They traded for Tom Lord? It didn't say Robert Williams, but it said Williams and a center, so I'd imagine. Wow. No, not Tom Lord. Mark Williams. Okay. Dalton Connect, a first-round pick. Cam Reddish for Mark Williams. So the Hornets completely giving up on this season. The Lakers get a young center, giving up another first-round pick, which it's not really that expected to do so. So we got a live reaction to a trade right there, but the Lakers desperately needed a center. That's why I was mainly favoring the Mavericks in this trade. Again, still have a lot of thoughts on that trade. Even though I made a video, every day I think more and more about that, but the Lakers have added a center, so it changes that, but good on the Lakers for adding a center, even though they probably could have got a cheaper, more experienced one, but maybe they want one to pair with Luka for the long term. That kind of makes sense. Back to Kuzma and Middleton. Hopefully, Middleton ends up on a playoff-worthy team or a team where he can compete and not have to worry about being in Washington. If he stays there, just have him sit out the games and get healthy and do a sign and trade in the offseason because, again, the main complaint with Middleton at the moment is he can't stay healthy. For the Bucks, Kuzma could bring in a little bit of what Middleton does. He's going to be slightly, I would say he's better on defense. I would say slightly better, but I would say he's better on defense than Middleton, and he's younger. So I understand, and I believe that it got them under the second apron. So I think that was also a main factor. And they also probably weren't going to bring, if they're going to bring Middleton back in the offseason, it probably would have been at a big discount. So there is that. Now, the last deal I'll be discussing, I don't think has the biggest impact on this year because the 2 teams are lower level lottery teams at the moment, but very similar to what I just discussed. Brandon Ingram will be going to the Toronto Raptors for Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, a first-round pick, and a second-round pick. It gets the Raptors a all-star level player because they have difficulty just signing those outright. So go ahead and acquiring him makes it a bit easier to bring him back in the offseason because he's going to be a free agent. I wanted to see Ingram in a different location for the longest time just because with the Pelicans, it was a log jam, and this has been a season of hell from them. I think he probably could have went somewhere else, could have been a better fit somewhere else, but being in Toronto, I don't really have any complaints about it because they needed to add a star next to Scotty. So we got off several trade reactions right there. I don't mind Ingram in Toronto. That's fine. Middleton, hopefully he gets relocated to another team because I don't really want to see him in Washington, and he doesn't deserve to be in Washington. Kuzma, slightly younger and better on defense than Middleton, but overall kind of difficult to trade. A team legend. I want to say a team lifer. I know he played in Detroit, but legitimately is for one season. He's been there his whole team, but a team lifer for Kuzma, kind of makes you think. And then what was the first trade we talked about? We talked about Valanciunas. I think the Kings need to add a point guard over Malik Monk, especially get some assets back, but that's just me overthinking. And the Lakers add a center, which they needed to do. And I won't lie to y'all, I don't think they're done. So we've still got half a day left until the trade deadline. About half a day left. So hopefully we get some more deals, and I'll hop on here to discuss them then. So I do appreciate y'all for watching this. Again, just talked about the Jimmy Butler trade right before this video. Check that video out. Leave a like, comment, subscribe on this one. And I'll see you in the next one because I'm out for now. Goodbye.